Week 10 of the SFL brings us to the foot of the Rocky Mountains. We're in Denver, Colorado at the Richard L. Snowden Memorial Stadium, where the Arizona Scorpions come into town to take on the Denver Nightwings. Welcome into the broadcast booth, everybody. It's Chris Curtis. I'm alongside Mike O'Neill. And Mike, pretty good game on tap. Arizona looking to clinch the West.
Yeah, absolutely, Curtis. It's a pleasure to be here with you. Always a good time. Anytime I get a chance to call with you. Folks, we got a good one here at home. Arizona and Denver, I mean, there's some long history blood between these two teams. And the records go out the window in this matchup. I mean, we know in the history of this matchup, these two teams always play competitive. Denver looking to pull an upset here, and excited to see what we've got on the field today.
You know, you say that, the records go out the window, but the records that they're paying attention to right now, each team 6-6 against the other. This is the 13th all-time meeting between these two teams in franchise histories. So both these teams want the bragging rights. They go with a win against their rival out in the West. We're about set for football. Hopefully you are as well, as Arizona's going to receive this ball to start things out today. Hands in the air, balls in the air, and we are a go. This will be out of the back of the end zone for a touchback, and we head out to the 20-yard line. So Arizona starts out with the football as mentioned. They start with Ashley Jackson. She'll have Brad Jones and DJ Moses behind her. Bismarck Wright, the fullback. Go over the wide receivers here in a bit. Split backs on first down. Be a handoff through the middle, and that is at least a decent start through the ground game. Brad Jones, first carry of the day. It is the wide receivers Donnie Hands, Yayo Montana, Hank Earl Troll, and TJ Punk, along with tight ends Adam Grabowski and Will Todd for the Scorpion passing game. 2nd and 5. And off again through the middle. That's not going to go too far. It's a decent one for DJ Moses. Mike, this Arizona team, keys to winning include holding on to the ball and taking care of it.
Absolutely, and that all starts with Brad Jones. We're talking about a bell cow for this Arizona team. He's a top 10 rusher. Arizona just needs to play how they normally play and just come out here and take care of business.
3rd and 2, first third down of the game. Through the middle they go, and that is indeed a first down. As they move the chains, they'll give that to the fullback Bismarck Wright for his first carry. All three backs have a carry on this first drive.
That's what you like to see, and good job. Shout out to Denver's defense. Obviously giving up the first down stinks there, but you know, so far right now these linebackers are going to be tested. They're going to have a lot of work to do in the middle of the field. Curtis.
You got 3 very capable running backs, including the fullback for Arizona, and they'll be chasing them around if they let them. Nickel defense for Denver. This will be a handoff on the draw play, as that one went to Brad Jones. A 7-yard gain going forward for the Scorpions.
Yeah, and Hugo Reynosa coming back from the defensive end spot there to clean that up there. You don't want to give up 7 yards like that. I mean, 2nd and 3, you gotta sell out. If I'm Denver, I'm selling out to play the run early in this game, Curtis.
Hugo Reynosa, who you mentioned, Jared Cumbus, the other defensive end for Denver. That's going to be a handoff and a first down. No throws yet for Ashley Jackson. Not that she's needed to, as Moses has another one.
Yeah, and like we talked about, you know, this has got to be just taking care of business for Arizona. I'm not surprised they haven't thrown the ball first, right? You're going to come out here, you're going to make Denver show you that you can stop the run before you start putting the ball at risk in the air.
It'll be another handoff. This one's going to be another 5-yard gainer, as that one's Bismarck Wright's second carry, and they're just marching their way down the field as you do, I guess. Arizona really utilizing the run game here.
Absolutely, and speaking of keys for Denver, I want to talk about the guy who just made the tackle there, Jeff Melanishin. He's top 5 in the league in passes, defense, and interception. So if you're Arizona, no wonder you don't want to throw the ball against that strong safety. That's a good ball player there.
And here comes another 3rd down, as that one will be a tackle made by Lucas DeVore, the free safety. Big time 3rd down here, just inside of Denver, in Denver field, past the 50, into their territory. 3rd and 4.
This will be a big stop here for Denver.
Jackson to throw. Moves out of the pocket, throws right side. That one is caught. Wow. Somehow that one is grabbed by the tight end, Will Todd, as he brings that one home.
Oh, man. Will Todd Looks like he's just, it looks like he's running a slant route that kind of just got extended into the other side of the field outside the numbers. I thought that was going to be picked off, Curtis. It was double coverage. You had the safety corner in trail, and you had the safety coming in over top. I mean, that was just an excellent catch by Will Todd, showing you why he's one of the best in the league to do it. Eddie Gage wants to get the ball in his hands more often.
6:44 left in this first quarter. That's going to be a handoff. Another one for Brad Jones. He'll have himself 8 yards again. We go down to 6.5 left in this first. Still scoreless, but Arizona definitely driving.
Yeah, welcome to the fastest first quarter in history, it seems like we're on pace for. Arizona doing such a good job. I mean, those big guys up front doing a really good job clearing some holes for these running backs, and Arizona just on it right now with this run game.
Play number 11 on this drive. Second down, handoff, left side. That one's a first down and more down inside the 10. It's going to be first and goal as DJ Moses has another carry to the left hash. Here come the Scorpions. They got a chance to score.
And look at the fullback there coming out and getting to the second level, getting that block there on Lucas DeVore, the free safety. Anytime you can get a fullback matched up on a free safety and blocking, you know your blocking scheme's pretty good.
First and goal. Arizona in the split back trying to get something on the board to start. Handoff right side of the formation. That's only a 2-yard gain, but a big hit will stop them short. Second and goal.
And that's what we got to see more of. If you're a Denver fan, that's what you want to see. John Martin, number 55, outside linebacker. He's had a couple tackles on this drive. You see him shoot the gap there. That explosiveness is what Denver needs on the defense.
Stephon Ford's the other outside linebacker. Has done that a couple times as well. This is going to be through the middle. Doesn't matter. It's a touchdown. Scorpions get in. It's Bismarck Wright, the fullback, who puts the points on the board.
Excellent play call there from Arizona. And Denver just is not... They're not paying attention to these A gaps, the A and B gaps inside the middle of the line. I mean, look at the hole right there. Nobody is manning those gaps. And anytime you've got open gaps like that or gaps unaccounted for on the defensive side, you're going to be in for trouble. That run game is not going to stop until they start bringing some pressure in between those A gaps and trying to shut down, you know, the ISOs and the dives and everything like that. I mean, this is excellent running here for Arizona. Denver's got some stuff to clean up the next time they get out there.
Extra point is up and good. It's a 7-point lead for Arizona. Ashley Jackson only threw one time on that drive for 23 yards, found Will Todd. Otherwise, it was the running back show. A total of 11 carries between the three backs that did the rest of the damage. And Arizona has a real good offensive start. Now Denver gets their turn with the football as they'll start off this with a return out of the end zone. Out to the 20, 25, to the 30. Uh-oh, that's a big-time run. That's going to be right side, and I believe he is going to go. It's Logan Keel headed to the end zone. It's a Denver touchdown. Unreal answer for Logan Keel and the Denver Night Wings.
Curtis, I didn't even see this coming. Watch the shift move right there, putting a body into the ground. Logan Keel putting a foot in the dirt, turning upfield, going down the sidelines, and turning this all the way to the house. Unbelievable job by Logan Keel. He's already got 3 touchdowns on the season as a wide receiver. He's got a 4th now, and this is just, I mean, that's exactly what you need from the playmakers on your team right there. I mean, momentum could have easily been in Arizona's side there, and Denver just takes it in there. Special teams can win you football games, and Denver just takes over the momentum and sucks it back out and really, really pumping this crowd up here.
Kick is up and good on the extra point. We're going to call that kick return our Breaks GPT breakaway play of the game. And sports memorabilia breakers and collectors, you'll never know whose autographed helmet or jersey you might hit. Check them out at breaksgpt.com. But what a start. Couple of big-time drives. Or, well, one big-time drive and the other one ended up being the special teams, well, gallery of sorts. 7-7 game as Arizona has the football back.
Now, the downside of this, Curtis, you want to talk about the explosive play, right? Great play for Denver. You're on the board and everything, but your defense is back on the field again.
Yeah, that's a big-time moment, though. You don't really give your defense a lot of rest when you have a kickoff return like that. It's a good point. Jackson is under center, 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. You're right. Quickest first quarter in history is right on the horizon here. That's a catch and a 5-yard gain. Not a lot going on there, but it's Yayo Montana who brings it in. 2nd and 5.
Yeah, Yale, Montana, one of the best route runners in the SFL. You saw that quick. I mean, look, the timing on that between Ashley Jackson and Yale, Montana, just running that quick, almost like a hitch route on the outside. It could have been an out that was kind of a little misplaced. Regardless, great timing on that route. Excellent job just to pick up 5 yards on first down.
A handoff through the middle. That's a first down and more. The running game picking up where it left off. No issues there. Bismarck Wright, who had the touchdown, adds 7 more to his repertoire. It's 1st and 10.
Yeah, and he's no stranger. I mean, he's got 35 carries on the season, 119 yards. You know, he's averaging 3.5 yards per carry. And, I mean, they love this guy in Arizona. You know, Eddie Gage talks about all the time Bismarck Wright and how he's a team player. And it's good to see them getting the ball to his hands.
1st and 10. 4:22 left in this first quarter. It's handoff again through the middle. Is that another Bismarck Wright handoff? No, it's not. Brad Jones with that one, 5-yard gain.
Again, credit to this Arizona coaching staff for the utilization of all of their backs. I mean, it's pretty impressive to watch. You know, the rotation in and out, it's a really, really good mix.
Jackson has 1 pass so far today. Everything else has been on the ground, including this run through the middle. That one's going to go to the line of scrimmage, and no further than that. They'll give him a yard. John Martin comes up again and makes another stop. He's got a few today, and DJ Moses taken down after a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, and it's hard to take down DJ Moses. He's been doing this at such a high level for such a long time, and John Martin comes in and just plays a really, really good gap assignment there.
Here we go. Arizona 3rd and 4. This will be through the middle. Not going to get there. Could not get to the first down marker, and that is a stop. Denver's going to get this football back.
Well, we've already mentioned John Martin. We've mentioned Stephon Forge. How about Luis Quintana coming in and making a big 3rd down stop after the kick return? That was a huge test, Curtis, for this defense for Denver. They come out on the field after a quick kick return touchdown and back out on the field again after a long drive. And to get a stop there is huge for Denver. Now we finally get to see this Denver offense.
Yeah, we do. Darren Bennett on the punt, but it looks like what is this? This is fair catch interference. He called for the fair catch and got tackled. Interesting. And Eddie Gage on the sideline, not a happy man. And that'll put the ball at the 43-yard line for Denver, giving them great field position.
Yeah, the cards are falling in Denver's favor right now, and you got to be disciplined. You got to be more disciplined than that. Eddie Gage is not the kind of coach to take that lightly.
Here comes Gene Struthers, Bailey O'Shaughnessy, Ari Mills, halfback fullback combo. This will be O'Shaughnessy on first down, and that's only a 2-yard gain. Wide receivers, Dalton Barker, who's inactive today, is Logan Keel, Jeremy Mosley, and Dylan Lewis. Your 3 wide receiving triplets that will need to pick up the slack. Chris Altair and Marquise Sango for the tight ends for Denver. 2nd and 8, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. And that is going to be to the outside. Try to drag the defender, but it's not going to go very well. And that was an opportunity, but it's an opportunity lost for O'Shaughnessy, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, and it was a good job by O'Shaughnessy trying to make something, but I mean, the wide receivers on the outside, you talk about a good run game. A good run game needs receivers on the outside blocking and holding their blocks. Got to do a little bit better job of that if you're Denver.
Hands for Struthers on 3rd down. 3rd and 5, moves outside the pocket. Throw right side. That one is caught. 1st and 10, way downfield to the 25-yard line into Arizona territory. It's Jeremy Mosley.
Wow, Jeremy Mosley going up and getting it. How about the throw by Gene Struthers just to put it in the perfect spot there? And you watch here on this replay, double coverage doesn't stop Struthers from throwing that. He knows he's got Mosley downfield, and he trusts in his guy on the outside there. And Jeremy Mosley's got 24 receptions on the season so far, 333 yards. I mean, he's no stranger to the ball, and Denver has to keep scheming up ways. I like what they're doing now, trying to get different people involved, and let's see if they continue to do it.
Going to be Logan Keel moving to the bottom of the formation. Just to the left of the line. Quick throw to the right, trying to set up a screen. That did not go very well as O'Shaughnessy's put down in the backfield. Not much happening there on that play, thanks to Everett Garrison coming up and making the play.
Yeah, Everett Garrison's a veteran. He knows what they're trying to do. They send motion to one side and try to run a quick little screen to the other, and Everett Garrison was not fooled.
Marcella Martin and Carly Forge, your offensive line mates for Denver. That's a hit in the backfield as well. That was a huge hit. as it'll be set up for Hunter Norwood. And don't look now, but Denver's in a bit of a way here on third down.
Yeah, Hunter Norwood just blows past the left guard there and finds his way into the backfield, and he's been doing this all season long. I mean, Hunter Norwood is, 2.5 sacks. That's his 3.5 sack on the season, 3 tackles for loss. I mean, he's a great defensive lineman, and definitely going to be happy about that one.
Struthers over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Let's put some respect on his name, too. The Hall of Famer, Hunter Norwood, to say the least. And 4th and 15 as that one stopped over the middle. I believe they will try a field goal here in theory. They will, from 46 yards at the right hash. No, middle of the hash marks. That's fine. That'll work. And it's going to be Jordan Bradshaw trying to put this one through. Left-footed kicker from the middle. Snap is good. Hold good. He's going to curve it back to the left, and it stays out. Couldn't put enough English on it, and it remains a tied ball game at 7.
Yeah, when you got a left-footed kicker there in the middle of the field, in between the hash marks, can be a little tough. If that veers a little bit too far to the right, then it's going to be a little tough. Obviously the left-footed kickers want the left hash. You know what I mean? And just didn't get it. Unfortunate. You hate to see an opportunity missed there for Denver, and what's even scarier is you're giving this Arizona offense the ball back with great field position.
Only the 4th miss of Jordan Bradshaw's career, 85 of 89 now, as that one's going to be tipped and put over the middle, 2nd and 8, as that one was looking for TJ Punk. 2nd and 10 for Arizona. You're right, they've got good field position. This is a time for Arizona to take advantage and really start to put some separation. The longer they let Denver hang in this game, the more dangerous they become, as Arizona trying to hold on to an undefeated season. Through the middle. Not a great run, but it's serviceable, and that is Brad Jones with it. 3rd and 7 coming up, 24 seconds left in this first quarter. Probably see one more play.
Yeah, that was an excellent tackle. Good job cleaning it up from Stephon Forge, getting in there, and it's a big 3rd down for Denver. Hear the crowd getting loud right now.
Here it is. Denver's trying to will their team to a stop. 3rd and 7. Jackson looking to throw this. In trouble. Throws over the right side. It's caught right at the 40 number. It's Yale Montana who extends the drive. It is 1st and 10.
Yale Montana has been doing this for such a long time and just such a good receiver. I talked about how he's one of the best route runners. Look at him right there. Just a slant route. He's got Stephon Forge, the outside linebacker, in coverage. Excellent job by Arizona.
First frame is done. We are tied at 7. Arizona and Denver at the base of the Rocky Mountains. Richard L. Snowden Memorial Stadium's where we are at. Chris Curtis, Mike O'Neill in the broadcast booth, Gerald Smith, and that is... Who is that? I know who that is. That's Corey Menner. Sorry, Beetlejuice. Got him. He's running the other stats for us today, and then Cameron Irvine in the back doing all the button presses for us, making sure that we look and sound as good as possible. Brad Jones gets hit in the backfield. He'll lose 2. Sorry about that, Corey. Promise, nothing personal. Backing it up. Jackson moves out of the pocket. Looks to throw this over the left side. That one's caught. A cardinal sin, but Ashley Jackson got away with it, throwing across her body. Yale Montana bails her out with a real nice catch.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest, Curtis. I think that might be one of the best throws Ashley Jackson has ever made in her career you talk about a tight window, Curtis. There was 2 defenders there, and she had to put that over the head of a defender there, and unbelievable job while trying to move out of the pocket. Great job by Ashley Jackson.
Now Arizona's in the red zone for the 2nd time today. This will be a run forward, but I say that, and he gets knocked backwards, as that will be a loss of a yard. Stephon Forge again on the stop. 2nd and 11. Arizona trying to wind up here and go for the gusto, get themselves some points.
Yeah, if I'm Denver, I'm bringing some heat.
They're in the nickel look. Looks like they might send 1. They're going to send 2. Looks to be a pass for Jackson, left side, end zone, and incomplete. Very close to finding the receiver on that, Lucas DeVore, in coverage.
Yeah, Lucas DeVore. Look at, the free safety in coverage. That's scary, right? You send 2 or 3, you have to trust the back end of your defense, your secondary. Lucas DeVore has been a veteran leadership there on Denver. and really doing a good job there. You see what leadership can do in that kind of situation. I mean, you're really having to rely on your secondary, and he came up big in that situation. Now it's a huge third down here.
Here comes third and long. They're well within Cliff Allen range. Looking to throw this. Jackson, plenty of time, throws back to the ends. It's caught. That's a touchdown in triple coverage. Somehow, Donnie Hands finds the football, and Arizona goes up a touchdown.
Wow, Donnie Hands right there. You can see the defender in coverage there is Luke Schreiner, the corner for Denver, and man, just playing trail technique, and Donnie Hands gets a step on him, runs that post into the middle of the field, and that was a beautiful dropped ball from Ashley Jackson. And look, Donnie Hands, no stranger, 4 touchdowns this season, making that his 5th. I mean, excellent play call from Arizona.
Good work from Arizona as they get it all the way down the field. Cliff Allen tacks on the extra point, and it is a 14-7 advantage for the Arizona Scorpions. Now, do they kick the ball to Logan Keel? He's already got 1 return tonight. Could be looking for 1 more as he is going to receive this about 10 yards deep in the end zone, and he will take a touchback to get the Denver offense out onto the field. So here we go. Denver's technically their 2nd offensive drive of the football game, down a touchdown at this point.
1 per quarter. Yeah, they've got, look, you know, there's some positives to take off of this. You had a little bit of success in the passing game. Let's maybe go to that, because this Arizona defensive line is really, really good and stout up front for stopping the run. So let's get a little creative maybe on 1st and 2nd down. Try and just, you know, sneak one in there.
That was Dylan Lewis in motion there. Handoff to Bailey O'Shaughnessy. Moving forward, 2nd and 5. The SFL Convention's headed to Baltimore for the 2025 convention, kicking off the league's 25th anniversary season, July 10th through 14th. Join SFL Nation at the rooftop pool of our host hotel, the Hyatt Regency, looking out into Baltimore's Inner Harbor, and revel in the league's first convention on the East Coast. You can reserve your room now at the special group rate at simfl.net. 3rd and 2 after a play that gets them all involved. Here comes the 3rd down offense for this Denver Nightwings staff.
Yeah, and this is a tough situation. This Arizona defensive front is so good. So I would hate to see him run up the middle right here. You got to kind of get creative in these 3rd and shorts just because of how good this front 7 is, Curtis.
Yeah, O'Shaughnessy has not been fantastic running through the middle today. It'll be a pitch play outside, and that is indeed an R.E. Mills pitch, actually. And that will be a 1st down for Denver as they move the chains on an unconventional play to the fullback.
Yeah, I love the play call. You put the fullback in the backfield, right, making everybody think that you're going to powerhouse it through the middle, right? And what do? You run a toss outside, and you get a lead blocker out there kicking out. Really good play from Denver.
1st and 10 for Denver. 3 to the right, 1 to the left. Looking to throw this. Plenty of time over the middle. Tip to hit 2 Scorpions on the way through and did not find the wanted target there. Was looking for Marquise Sango over the middle of the field. It hits the turf.
Yeah, Marquise Sango was running a good route there, but Arizona's coverage was just a little bit better, and wasn't a bad place ball by Gene Struthers, but I like the attempt to try and go for it on 1st down.
Got to get it to the 41-yard line for a 1st down. 2 to the right, 1 to the left, actually 3 to the right, 1 to the left now. As Sango moves in motion to the right side of the formation. Nickel look on defense for Arizona. Struthers backs it up. 5-step drop, throws over the middle. That's caught. Jeremy Mosley again, this time with a one-handed grab, brings it in. Denver moves the sticks.
Wow, I can't speak enough about how great of a throw this is by Struthers, leading it into the middle of the field. Just a quick little dig route by Jeremy Mosley. And the beautiful thing, Struthers releases that ball right as Mosley's breaking, going into his break, and really good timing route. I mean, picks up the 1st down. That's everything you could want out of a pass.
6:50 left in this 1st half. That's going to be a screenplay to the outside. That's not going to work, though. So Shaughnessy's dropped at the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Denver trying to get something going with some kind of rhythm. They're having a hard time doing that. This is basically a patchwork drive, or so it feels right now.
Yeah, and Arizona's playing those flats really, really heavy, so don't be surprised if at any point we see a corner route for Denver work.
3 down lineman for Arizona. Struthers looks, throws over the middle, tipped and incomplete. Arizona had 2 in the area and one of them knocks it away. That was Albert Begin, who came up the strong safety to put a hand on the football. 3rd and 10 for Denver.
Yeah, Begin doing a good job there, looking for his 3rd interception on the season. Couldn't quite get it, but he's in great position.
Here comes Struthers, 5 wide, gonna get to the 45-yard line for a first down. 3 to the right, 2 to the left after the motion. 3-2 dime on defense for the Scorpions. Throws short. That's a problem, and that is not going to get the job done. It is a stop for Arizona. They're able to force their hand and make them throw it underneath the sticks. Dylan Lewis can't get the first down, and the Nightwings will punt it away.
Look, it's not the result you wanted, but I'm going to be honest with you, Curtis, that play was really cool. I just witnessed a slot receiver coming in and picking up a chip block against a blitzing outside linebacker. I mean, I don't know. Listen, I know not everybody watches for stuff like that, but that was really creative to see. So props to Denver. You didn't get the first down, but you impressed me. So
there you go. And that's just as good. 1st and 10. Michael O'Neill's impressed, but Denver still gives the ball back to Arizona at their own 23-yard line. 4-4 look on defense for Denver, trying to stack the box defensively, and they do a good job of that. Stopping Brad Jones in his tracks. And it's Gerald Cumbus with the tackle, 2nd and 10.
Yeah, Gerald Cumbus doing a good job there. I mean, Denver's getting a little bit better as this game goes on. Just every single drive, they're getting a little bit better at stopping the run and being able to shut it down. They got to keep up with this, and this crowd is really helping them out, too.
They're getting into it, trying to will their team to another stop and trying to reverse the field here. 2 to the right. Looks for a run to the left here, potentially. Nope. They're going to go over the middle with it. That one's caught near the hash marks. 1st and 10 as they find Yale Montana one more time. And Arizona finds a way to move the sticks on this drive.
Yeah, Yale Montana, again, just recognizing there's a lot of zone coverage in the back end for Denver. And you get a veteran wide receiver like Yale Montana, and he just knows where to find the holes. He knows the soft spots in the zones and where to sit. And he's just going and finding soft spots to just sit in. And Ashley Jackson's just taking advantage of it.
1st and 10. That is a handoff on the draw play, but it goes absolutely nowhere. A great read brings down Brad Jones. It is 2nd and 10. John Martin again, who's been all over the field.
Yeah, John Martin is actually the team's leading tackler coming into this game with 57 tackles. So it's no surprise we're seeing him have a big day out on the field today, Curtis.
We're going to throw this left side, tipped, and if he had turned around, he might have had a shot at that. Yale Montana would have. It didn't quite happen, and it's 3rd and long coming up here. Arizona trying to move the chains.
Yeah, you love to see, anytime you get a chance to see outside linebackers get involved in disrupting the pass lanes like that. Stephon Forge did a great job there on that pass deflection.
4 wide, 1 in the backfield for Jackson. Huge 3rd down defensively for Denver. They're going to send some help. There's one that's going to get to Jackson, evades the sack, and throws it downfield. It's a 1st down and more, past midfield to TJ Punk. What a play by Ashley Jackson.
Yeah, Curtis, Denver did everything right in that situation. They brought down, they showed that they were blitzing 2. They dropped 1, faked 1, and then sent 1 from one side. And Ashley Jackson just evaded the sack, and they didn't account for the fact that she would evade it. They hit home. They did exactly what the play was supposed to do, but because Ashley Jackson extended the play, that was just a great pickup there for Arizona.
It's a great no panic play, keeping her eyes downfield. Jackson will throw again. This is tipped and incomplete. Well timed to hit as TJ Punk could not bring that one in. It is 2nd and 10.
Yeah, I want to see Denver get more creative playing. I love these blitz looks, right? They need to show more pressure. They need to be a little bit more aggressive, right? I mean, what do you have to lose? The zone defensive coverage is not really working for them right now. They need to go a little bit more man-heavy on this.
We'll contract the defensive line. And we'll send 1 extra helper. It's a big-time sack. What a huge hit that Ashley Jackson just endured, and that is Gerald Cumbus coming in and laying the wood. What a knock to bring Jackson down.
Yeah, watch Gerald Cumbus around the outside right there, beating 2 defenders, just getting in there, just a nice little rip move to get in there and just take down Ashley Jackson. That's exactly what Denver needs. 3rd and 15, and listen to this crowd. Curtis, this crowd is fired up right now. Denver needs a stop here.
They feel like something special's coming, and the way Denver's playing defensively, that might be. That's another sack! No, she evades it! Downfield, she did it again! Oh, what a grab, and a better throw! That is crazy as Yale Montana brings it on, brings it in, and Arizona extends the drive again.
Gerald Cummins again around the outside, getting to Ashley Jackson, beating that right tackle. Ashley Jackson evades the sack, and then calm, cool, and collected delivers a dart downfield to a receiver, and that is exactly why Arizona is in the position that they're in right now this season.
What a play by Jackson, ×2 on this drive. They empty the right side of the formation, no wideouts over there. Throw left side, that one's caught down to the 25 to the 22-yard line, 2nd and 5, as that one will be Brad Jones on a quick little swing pass.
And that was such a good play call, Curtis. They send pressure. They send 2 extra defenders from that left side, just outside the left tackle, and Ashley Jackson just throws a nice little screen over the top of them. Beautiful, beautiful time play.
Arizona may deserve a touchdown if the way this drive has gone. This will be through the middle, 1st down and more, out to about the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. Another one for DJ Moses as they're inside the red zone again. Arizona marching their way downfield after a couple of miraculous plays to keep the drive alive.
They do such a good job at getting bodies on bodies, and you can see right there, Ashley Jackson, the last 10 pass attempts, 7 for 10, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions, 113 yards. 2 of those pass plays, Curtis, came from defending, literally evading sacks or just withstanding them. That was unbelievable.
Last play before the 2-minute warning. Tackled at the line of scrimmage is going to be an injury, though, and Brad Jones, their lead bell cow, is down, as that is a pretty big loss for Arizona. Not like they don't have 2 other backs that can be serviceable, but that's still a big hit.
Yeah, but the question you got to ask, I mean, it's a big loss still nonetheless, Curtis. And we'll get back to it after this.
Yeah, absolutely. 2-minute warning is on the horizon. 120 seconds left to the locker rooms. It is 14-7 Arizona. They're knocking on the door. From the 13-yard line, Ashley Jackson trying to get this one towards the end zone fairly quickly. Left side, and that is a 2-yard gain to the 10. And we'll see a lot of DJ Moses and Bismarck Wright. If indeed Brad Jones can't return, we'll see if we can get an update on him here shortly. But a big 3rd and 8 coming up as they have it at the 10-yard line.
And that's the 2nd time Jones has gotten hurt this season, Curtis. Last time against Mexico City, but man, it's a big loss no matter what type of situation you're in. 90
seconds left. Jackson backs up, 5-step drop, throws left side. That one's caught, having to come back to the football, but does get it out of bounds as TJ Punk. Only a net gain of 1 on the play. 4th down, Arizona should probably kick a field goal here, and I believe they will.
Yeah, absolutely, but you got to think, for Denver, you got to be pretty happy. The coaches have to be pretty happy about this, holding them to 3 after a couple really big momentum killers. This could be something. Now, Denver's going to get a chance to drive downfield and put some points up.
Yep, and then it's going to be Cliff Allen adding on 3 points as well. 14 plays, 68 yards, 423 off the game clock as well. Very good drive for Arizona as Cliff Allen adds 3 more points. This one just inside the right upright, and somewhere he's saying, yeah, special teams, but nobody can hear him.
Oh, we hear you in spirit.
Right, exactly. We all think back to Cincinnati, my friend.
Now, Curtis, I want to go back to that Brad Jones injury. Okay,
yeah.
we talk about, you say, it's not that big of a deal, right? Because they've got 2 other backs in the backfield. They've got Bismarck Wright and DJ Moses, who was previously the bell cow here in Arizona. And I want to look at this because if they've schemed to utilize all 3 backs, and they've only got 2, at some point you're going to be getting a lesser quality backup in there. And that could be a really big opportunity for the defensive front for Denver.
That's a very fair point as well. They have, there's one more. No, they don't have any other halfbacks on the roster in the backup. So I'm not for sure who they would use in that spot.
Yeah.
Be an interesting look. Left side, caught, 2-yard gain. Not much to it for O'Shaughnessy, who's slow to get up, but does. And it's 2nd and 8.
And if there's not one more back there, does it just change the play calling anatomy entirely for this team and how the coaches approach it, and do they go with a more pass-first approach?
That's a very good question. This will be a run forward and a 1-yard gain, as it's 3rd and 7. Looking at this drive for Denver, this becomes a pretty big 3rd down. They do not want to give the ball back to Arizona before the half ends. So I think it becomes uber important for them to make this play, get the 1st down, even if it doesn't mean much for the overall scheme of the game. This is going to be a throw. Oh, it's tipped at the line. What a jump, and well-timed by Hunter Norwood, who got a hand on the football. 4th down. The clock stops in the incomplete pass, and the Nightwings will have to kick this back to Arizona.
Yeah, and that's an unfortunate loss here for Denver. You wanted to, ideally, you would get something downfield and get some momentum before the half. Now it's really just about damage control, Curtis, and trying to prevent Arizona from getting anything else before the half.
Good hang time out to the 40-yard line, and immediately put down onto the turf is Donnie Hands. So here comes the Scorpions one more time. 27 seconds left. It was the Scorpions who received the ball at the first half kickoff, so Denver will get it when the 3rd quarter starts. So if you're Arizona, question becomes how aggressive you want to be. I don't think they want to be too aggressive here with a 10-point lead.
No, it's just business as usual. Just, hand the ball off, just kill the clock. You're perfectly comfortable with a 10-point lead.
Yeah.
Right? You want to keep your offense rested. You don't want to try and gas anybody. Just business as usual.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're about to get to. 2nd and 9, last play of the first half is upcoming likely. Draw play, handoff, and a couple of yards, and that is going to do it for the first half of this football game. Arizona up 17-7. It's a 10-point advantage at the end of the first half. As we head into the locker room, we talked with Mike O'Neill about what he saw in that first half and what we're seeing in the second.
Yeah, so looking at this half, man, this is a really good showing, not only by Arizona and Ashley Jackson, but really, this Denver, I'm really impressed with how Denver's playing. Yeah, their offense has been a little lackluster, but let's talk about the fact that this game really could have been an entirely different game if those 2 sacks would have held up to Ashley Jackson, right? So the way that I'm looking at it, Denver really doesn't have to change much. They just need to be a little bit more productive on the offensive side. Arizona's just doing things that Arizona does. Obviously, it's a downfall that Brad Jones goes out, but you've got other backs in the backfield. If I'm Arizona, I'm coming out and I'm running the ball continuously the way that they've been doing it. You see with Montana there having an excellent half himself. And for Denver, I want to see a little bit more aggression. I want to see them come out here, play a little bit more physical on the defensive side, a little bit more man than zone, right? Don't give them the opportunity to pick you apart, and just come out and maybe throw the ball a little bit more offensively.
Before we start this 3rd quarter, let's take a quick break, brought to you by Breaks GPT. That here in a second. This kickoff is away, returnable from the end zone out to the 20, 25 to the 30, and to the 31-yard line is where the Nightwings will start this drive out, as Logan Keel with a decent return. Talking about Breaks GPT real quick, as we get that one going. Break into the world of sports memorabilia collecting with Breaks GPT, featuring signed football, jerseys, helmets, photos, and more. Breaks GPT offers you a shot at winning autographed and authenticated sports memorabilia at a fraction of the price. Join the community of collectors on our Breaks GPT Facebook page. Lock in your shot at hitting a humongous headliner on our site, breaksgpt.com. First drive of this 3rd quarter. 5 wide for the Nightwings to start things out. 1st down. Struthers moves left, throws right side. That one's caught. That's a great throw, dropping it in the bucket for Jeremy Mosley, his 3rd catch, 1st down.
Curtis, that's one of the best throws I've seen all season long. I mean, look at the air he puts. He just puts enough air underneath, in between triple coverage. I mean, that is a dime by Gene Struthers. Really, really good play there. I like the aggressiveness coming out here and passing right out of the gate, and I want to see a little bit more of it. We're seeing some more 3 and 4 wide receiver looks here.
It's going to be through the right side, and that is 2nd and 8, as that'll be a Run, not much to it, but at least Denver's working it. They have it past midfield. So watch out. They're trying to get back to within a possession in this football game. No better time to do it than right now. They're just on the precipice of field goal range. Nickel look on defense for Arizona. It'll be another handoff for O'Shaughnessy through the middle. Oh, he broke a tackle, and he is going to go to the house. It is a Bailey O'Shaughnessy touchdown.
Wow. Curtis, what a play. Bailey O'Shaughnessy just showed the entire SFL why he gets paid so much money for this Denver franchise. And you see him break away. He just gets through a gap, makes a couple people miss, breaks a tackle, and just heads to the races, going to the end zone. I mean, excellent play there by Bailey O'Shaughnessy. That was all O'Shaughnessy there. Excellent job for Denver. And wow, Denver is back in this, Curtis.
They really, really are. That was a big-time run for O'Shaughnessy and a statement of intent for the Night Wings, getting it back to a 3-point game. 3 plays, a really nice 69 yards. And don't look now, but Arizona looking back in the rearview mirror, they see the Night Wings follow them up real quick. Like now Arizona's in a tough pressure spot. They have to try to separate themselves again.
Well, the scary thing with this, Curtis, is they just did on that drive. They had they had 2 explosive plays, which is, as a coach, you look at other teams and you say, okay, how can we limit the explosives from team XYZ, right? Arizona's looking at Denver right now. They just had 2 explosive plays, 1 through the air and 1 on the ground. So Arizona now, defensively, as far as their coordinators go, they're kind of in a bind because they don't know what to defend.
The goal of the offense is to keep the defense on their toes, so that's a real nice start to doing just that. Split backs look on offense for Arizona. It's a 2-yard gain. Not a lot to it. Melanishin comes up and makes the hit. 2nd and 8.
Yeah, you can get your strong safety playing up in the box there. I like the aggression from Denver. Getting your strong safety up in the box and making a tackle for a 2-yard gain on the running backs. Really, really impressive.
8:35 left. This will be a handoff. Right side spin move. Not much to it for Moses. Can't quite break 3, and that's actually Brad Jones, who's back in the game. That's good news for Arizona, as they will gain 3. Here comes the 3rd and 5.
Yeah, Arizona fans are really excited to see Brad Jones back out on the field. Number 23 is a big part of this offense.
3rd and a nickel against the nickel defense. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Jackson backs up, 7-step drop, moves out of the pocket, throws right side, caught at the 45-yard line to the 47, and it's Yale Montana one more time. 1st and 10 for Arizona.
I see what's going on now. Arizona's got Yale Montana running out of these offensive formations that are drawing out these particular packages on the defense, and they're getting Yale Montana consistently matched up against Stephon Forge. That is a mismatch all day, and they're taking advantage of it. Yale Montana is really, really eating right now.
That is through the middle on the run. It's a 9-yard gain for Brad Jones, or so they say. I think they got that spot perhaps wrong, but either way, that's what they give him. 7.5 left in this 3rd quarter of play. 2nd and 1. They've got a bunch to the right of Ashley Jackson. Handoff again, trying to split his way through, and that is a nice hit. Stephon Forge with the tackle, and now DJ Moses is shaken up. You bring back Brad Jones, and now DJ Moses is going to have to take a trip to the blue tent.
Well, the good news is they didn't both get injured at the same time.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, it looks like Brad Jones came in and tagged DJ Moses out.
Fair enough. 3rd and inches. I would expect it probably be either Bismarck Wright or Brad Jones who gets this football.
Yeah, and I'm getting word back from our booth that only one halfback is healthy, Kirby, number 43. So you got to pay attention to that. Brad Jones, even though he's still out on the field, you got to think he's not entirely healthy. He was hurt earlier. So this is it's definitely something to watch out for. Brad Jones is a little fragile right now. I don't know if I'm Arizona. I don't know if I'm leaning on Brad Jones right now, Curtis.
Well, they're leaning on him there. They got the first down from him. 1st and 10 for Arizona at the 43-yard line. Another run. This is going to be to the 38, 39-yard line. And there is Kirby, number 43, as he takes the carry there, 2nd and 5.
Yeah, great job, number 43. You talk about next man up mentality, right? Number 43, Kirby gets a chance to come in and picks up 5 yards on that. So good job.
through the middle. Another one for Brad Jones. He'll get a couple. Make it a 3rd and 3. Stephon Forge been all over the place in the linebacker spot. He will make another tackle. And here comes that key 3rd down.
Need to pinch that line on the defense.
They're
going to leave those A gaps right wide open here.
Yeah, it's Montana moving to the left of the formation. They clear out the right side. They'll move the running back out there. That's going to be a throw and a drop. Yale Montana could not bring that one in. And that's a huge hit for Schreiner as he knocks the ball free. 4th and 3. And the Scorpions will have to punt this one away, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're going to punt. Denver just got a big stop there, and Luke Schreiner just got a big redemption from giving up the touchdown pass earlier. Really good job defensively from Denver, and way to hang on there.
That's a real short punt. It gets taken in at the 17-yard line, returned to the 20, and that is not fantastic. If you are Arizona, you want that one back. Logan Keel on the return. Here comes the Night Wings. Chance to take this 3rd quarter by storm and take back the lead. I shouldn't say take back, take the lead for the first time.
Yeah, take the lead for the first time. And look, you've got options now. If I'm Denver, I'm looking at 84. I'm looking at Mosley because he's been finding some openings in this defense of Arizona. Let's get that moving and counter between that and Bailey O'Shaughnessy.
And Dylan Lewis and Logan Keel have had decent days as well. This will be through the middle. And that is going to be an O'Shaughnessy run. Gets himself 6 and sets up a 2nd and 4.
Yeah, good job by Arizona's defense. That could have been a lot worse. I think that if O'Shaughnessy broke that tackle there, that really, he could have been off to the races again. But Sean Moore coming up big there and getting a huge stop.
Nickel look on defense. Heavy set offensive look. This will be a pitch play right side. Nothing doing. They gained a yard. Not much more than that. Now, this is another huge 3rd down for Denver. Time for another statement of intent from them. Let's see what they have for us. O'Shaughnessy is the only back. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Denver waiting on pins and needles. Struthers left side is caught. What a grab by Jeremy Mosley. He had the defender draped all over him. Somehow he looks it into the breadbasket.
What? You talk about somebody just really putting a show on. Jeremy Mosley here, working one-on-one in coverage with Arizona's defender, and just finds the inside leverage there, and way to put the ball in the right place for Gene Struthers to lead that inside. Just a really good pass and catch there for Denver.
6 for 10, his last 10 goes. Struthers backs it up, 7-step drop, looking to heave it downfield. That one's caught! 1st down and more, and again, it is over the middle of the field. 1st and 10 for Denver as they find a way to do it.
Marquise Sango. Let's talk about the tight end too. Marquise Sango downfield. Look at him just running a seam route and nobody accounts for him. The safety is shading to the other side, and God, that is a seam route down the middle, and excellent job by Gene Struthers noticing that wide open Sango there and just finding him, delivering a dart to him, and that is 2 big back-to-back plays for Denver.
1st and 10, 2 to the right, 1 to the left. 1 in the backfield against a nickel look on defense. Handoff, left side, has a block. It's O'Shaughnessy working his way forward. 7 yards to the 15-yard line. They are in the red zone. Denver knocking on the door.
Yeah, they're doing it with style right now, Curtis. I mean, this is a really good-looking offensive drive. They've passed the ball. They've ran the ball. They're countering really well with everything. Now they come out here in a heavy set, and let's see what they do here on the 2nd and 3.
This looks and smells like a run. It will be fullback run. Ari Mills gets taken down after a gain of 1. 3rd and 3 is on the horizon.
And this is where it gets tricky again. Yeah, this is where it gets tricky again. You go with this heavy set again, and I mean, look, you got to be creative here. You can't just run up the middle. This Arizona defense is really, really good. This front seven's scary, Curtis.
Stakes are high. Pitch play right side. Can't get free. 4th down. What a hit in the backfield by Ernest McCray Sr. And it's 4th down and 5. Denver has a chance at a field goal.
Yeah, they have a chance here to tie it up. 4th and 5. What a drive. We could be looking at a tied ball game here, Curtis, and this is don't look now if you're an Arizona fan, because Denver is knocking on the door here.
Reminder, Jordan Bradshaw's already missed from about this same spot earlier. Kick is up, got to hook it back left, and he does. Just inside the right upright. 8 plays, 64 yards, and Denver comes all the way back to tie it up.
Again, Curtis, another drive where after the drive, you and I are sitting here talking about the explosive plays that Denver has. The explosive playability is something that the Denver Nightwings franchise has lacked in the past few seasons, and it's part of the reason why they are where they are. You get some new coaches, right? You bring some new coaches into the mix. These new coaches come in and they start revamping things in Denver. Everybody's got questions, and suddenly, now in week 10 here, we're talking about a Denver team that's got some really explosive plays against an undefeated Arizona defense.
2.5 minutes to go in this third quarter. Ball's at the Arizona 20-yard line. Ashley Jackson under center. More work to be done for the undefeated Scorpions. Handoff through the middle, gets stuck behind a blocker, goes nowhere. 2nd and 10, another one for John Martin.
Yeah, he's been so fun to watch today, Curtis. John Martin has been sideline to sideline. I mean, you see why the Denver franchise loves him here.
2 and 17 to go. Jackson backs it up, looks to throw this. Plenty of time, throws over the middle, and it's caught. Oh, it's dropped.
Wow.
Oh, I thought he brought it in. Could not do so. What a hit to knock it free by Lucas DeVore.
Curtis, all of the playmakers for Denver are showing up at once and making big plays. Lucas DeVore has shored up that backfield for the past quite a few seasons, and man, as a free safety position, coming in and hitting Yale Montana like that, I mean, excellent play there.
Quads look, 3rd down. Jackson backs it up against the dime. 5-step drop, looks, waits, now throws towards the first down marker. Got a first down and more to TJ Punk, who catches it at the 35 and gets to the 41-yard line. 1st and 10 for Arizona.
Wow, TJ Punk comes through and comes up clutch. How about the pocket for Arizona, for Ashley Jackson? Just clean as can be. John Martin, look, we talked about how good of an outside linebacker he is and how sideline to sideline, not so good in pass coverage. You get Will Todd matched up against him, that's going to be TJ Punk, and TJ Punk's going to take that all day.
3 receptions, 5 targets, 37 yards for Punk. Jackson looking to continue the momentum. Got to get it to midfield to get another first down. Closing in on 90 seconds to go in this third quarter. Very quick moving game. Handoff through the middle again. DJ Moses gets caught behind another blocker. Gets 2 more yards added on. Stephon Forge gets credit for the stop. It's 2nd and 8.
And if you want, this is what you want if you're a Denver fan right now, is that you want these 2nd and long situations. You don't want to give up 5 yards on first down, right? 2nd and long situation. Put them in a situation where you want them to run the ball again.
To the left and 1 to the right. Handoff through the left side. It is a great run that nets them a first down. DJ Moses dragging a defender across the yellow tape. It's 1st and 10.
And how about Moses back in the game? I mean, the luck right now, Arizona has lost both of their starting caliber running backs, and both of them have came back.
Yeah.
I mean, that is all you could ask for if you're an Arizona fan, and that means not too much is going to be put on one of them, which is great.
2 to the left, 1 to the right. Jackson will throw, checks it down, but dropped before they could move forward. Brad Jones, the guilty party on the drop. 2nd and 10.
2nd and long situation again. If you're Arizona, I want to throw something different at this Denver defense, right? They're starting to suspect everything that you're doing. Right, you know, I would look for Yale Montana again in an opening, because they're probably gonna sit back in some zone coverage, and finding Yale Montana here could be a really good thing.
Handoff through the middle, not a lot there. 2 yards, not much more. Another opportunity for Lucas DeVore to come up and make a hit. Brad Jones on the carry. 3rd and long coming up for Arizona.
The question is, if you're Arizona here, who you trying to get to the ball? If you're the quarterback for Arizona here, Curtis, who are you looking for?
Looking for TJ Punk. We haven't seen much from Will Todd yet recently either, but TJ Punk has been the go-to in the passing game. Looks to throw it over the middle. It's incomplete. could not find it. Donnie hands the intended target, and it gets knocked away. 4th down, Arizona with a decision to make, and it should be a punt.
Another stop here for Denver, and this is something to watch. Curtis, we are in the making of a great game right now.
We are.
I mean, who would have thought these two teams, like we said, we talked about in the beginning, the record goes out the window. Both of these teams are 6-6 against each other, and it seems kind of fitting with the scoreline right now.
It really does. So the 25-yard line on the return for Logan Keel, who has a kickoff return for a touchdown today. Here come the Night Wings, and that's the end of the 3rd frame with a 17-all score line. The SFL on YouTube. We'll pause for station ID. We'll be back for the 4th quarter. The presentation of the Simulation Football League is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of the game without the express written consent of the league office is prohibited. Chris Curtis alongside Mike O'Neill in the broadcast booth. Got Gerald Smith and Corey Menner on stats. Cameron Irvine in the broadcast booth with us doing the production. And as we are all set up for the 4th quarter of what looks like a very good finish brewing, as this will be a handoff to Ari Mills. He will not go the necessary amount, and it will be 2nd and 9.
Yeah, I like what Denver's trying to do. They're trying to go with the spread to run concept, right? They're putting 4 wide receivers out wide, and they're trying to get it to Ari Mills on a quick little fullback dive up the middle, but Arizona's defense is too aware for that.
9.5 minutes left. Move the motion man across.
They're flooding that right side.
They are. In the nickel look. Then it's going to be a handoff again, and not a lot to it. 3rd and 5 as O'Shaughnessy carries that forward. 3rd and medium coming up for Denver.
And the playbook's wide open here. 3rd and 5, you've pretty much got everything at your disposal. You're not locked into a situation where you've got to run the ball, right? But you're not locked into a situation where you've got to pass the ball either. So it's a really good place to be if you're going to be in a 3rd down situation for Denver.
3rd down from the 30-yard line. Backing it up, throwing it out to the flats. Not going to happen. Short of the marker to gain, and it's 4th and 1. A quick 3 and out is not what the doctor ordered for Denver. And it is going to be a punt upcoming for the Night Wings.
Yeah, Rain Rie coming up, and really, I mean, open field tackle is about as good as it gets there, creating a 4th and 1 situation. And that's a killer if you're a Denver fan, because you wanted to get the stop and go on a big drive, but it's just not going to be that easy with this 7-0 Arizona team.
And we got a quick trip back to SFL HQ on the horizon. Game update with Cameron Irvine.
Well, thank you, Curtis. You don't see this every day. Canton up 10-0. A defensive breakdown leaves a wide open Phil Koss. Motor City down 10-7. They have the ball in the middle of the 3rd. Back to you in Denver.
Things staying close across both games in the block. Jackson will throw. Quick check down and falling in reverse, I suppose, as that is going to be a 3-yard gain. And 2nd and 7 on the horizon.
Yeah, and again, shout out to this offensive line for Arizona, because, I mean, Denver is really getting close to hitting home pretty often, but this offensive line is clawing and biting at every chance they can just to protect Ashley Jackson.
Looking to throw this. Throws left sided. Has to go back to the back shoulder and stretch out for it. Does Yayo Montana. Could not bring it across the line to gain. 3rd and 2. There's your team stats. And Arizona has the advantage in total yards. They are top, or actually lead the league in rushing yards allowed so far this season, does Arizona, but Denver's put up 141 on them. That's a run through the middle, and that is a 1st down again. This one for Bismarck Wright, who has a touchdown.
Yeah, good job by Bismarck Wright getting through there and just and really doing a good job just finding the opening, and Denver can't afford to collapse now, right? It's 17-17. You got 7.5 minutes left in the game. Your defense can't collapse here. You've got to be aware what's going on. You've got to play the sticks, and you've got to be smart with where you're going. Take your pursuit angles, everything like that. You got to be aware here.
This looks like a throw. 1st and 10. Nope, they will run it as they clear out the left side. Spin move. Then he gets taken down behind the line of scrimmage. They'll say at the line of scrimmage. Either way, it is 2nd and long coming up. Big-time tackle there from Luis Quintana.
Yeah, Quintana doing a good job there. 2nd and long. This is a situation you want. If you're a Denver fan, you got to be making some noise in the stadium here, because this is where you want to have Arizona.
Looking to throw right side, caught on the comeback route. That is a catch, not much to it for Yayo Montana, who's had some good plays, but majority of them have been inside the markers, 3rd and 5.
Yeah, another big play by Luke Schreiner, too. The closing speed to get back to Yayo Montana and make that tackle is huge.
6.5 to go, 3rd and 5. Big drive for Arizona here. They do not want to call it quits on it just yet. Backing it up, Jackson, pressure coming, and she goes down! 4th down and 11, as guess who? John Martin brings the pain and stops this drive before it continues.
Unbelievable play there, Curtis, on defense from Denver. John Martin, we talked about how he's been sideline to sideline, but how about up the middle, right? How about taking on an offensive lineman, getting past an offensive lineman, and bringing Ashley Jackson down in the backfield? Unbelievable job from Denver's defense, and that's a stop. And Arizona's having to punt now. I don't even have words for how good this game is right now, Curtis. This is unbelievable.
This has been fantastic. This will be a return from Logan Keel on the punt. We'll get it out to the 17. That's a clutch return to give them a little more room, as that one was caught at about the 8-yard line. Here come the Nightwings, a chance to shock the SFL world and take down the undefeated Arizona Scorpions with a big-time drive and good playing defense later.
Now, if you're Denver, I know that the crowd is loud right now, right? But you got to calm things down a little bit. You got 5 minutes. I mean, this is textbook 4-minute offense, right? With, 5.5 minutes left, you want to take some time off the clock. You don't want to be too aggressive. You don't want to give them too much time back. You need to start working your way downfield 3 to 5 yards at a time. That's all you need.
Logan Keel goes to the top of the formation. Handoff. O'Shaughnessy has to spin through the line and can't get free. It's only a 1-yard gain, 2nd and 9.
Good job by Arizona's defense there. Containing that 2nd and long has not been a strong suit for Denver.
5.5 minutes left to go in this 4th quarter. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Denver looking to load up. Pitch play, left side. That is a chance to the left and a 1st down. That's a nice way to extend this drive. Another opportunity goes their way.
Look at the blocking on the outside from Mosley. You got it from Mosley. You got it from Sango. You got it from Dylan Lewis, right? You're getting multiple people out there blocking, and they're holding their blocks, and that creates an opportunity for the running back to get to the outside. That is exactly what you want if you're on the Denver sideline.
That was Bailey O'Shaughnessy's backup, Sam Levins. Even with the blocking, he was able to get a hole there. That's going to be O'Shaughnessy on the run and a 3-yard gain. O'Shaughnessy, again, slow to get up and beat up all day long. 4 and 46 left in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, but the good news is you're going 3 to 5. I mean, we talked about 3 to 5 yards at a time. That's all you need. Just keep this Arizona defense on the field.
Another handoff through the middle. That's a broken tackle and a 1st down. Nice run for R.E. Mills, who drags the defender with him. The big, strong fullback gets the new chains.
That's not the first time we've called R.E. Mills' name today. I mean, he's been pretty clutch coming up in these big moments, picking up 1st downs. So this is really, really good. And look at the rushing yards for the 2nd half, Curtis. 75 for Denver, 43 for Arizona.
Yeah, they've been very good on the ground. They have not left the quarterback, Gene Struthers, out to dry and made him throw things he's not comfortable throwing. 1st and 10 for Denver. From their own 41-yard line. Ball snapped, pitch play, right side. He'll get out to the 44-yard line. Gets taken down there on forward progress. 2nd and 8 coming.
I love that they're targeting different areas of the field, too, with these runs. They're running the ball, right, but they're doing it in different ways. They're not just attacking. Like on the first drive of the game, we saw them only hit the A-gaps, really. So they're doing it in a different way, which is great.
Run through the middle, and gains nothing. I think that spot was a little bit stingy, but a nice hit regardless. 3rd and 8 coming, and biggest 3rd down of the game so far, and probably the season for Denver.
Yeah, if I'm Gene Struthers here, I'm looking for Sango, because their eyes are going to be on 84, right? Their eyes are going to be on Jeremy Mosley. I'm looking for Sango, trying to get big man involved.
5 wide, Struthers deep downfield, it is caught! Broken tackle out to the 21-yard line, and it is 1st and 10. Logan Keel with a long ball over the middle.
Well, just when we thought 84 or 87, or sorry, 84 or 88 were your two choices. 82 comes into the mix. Logan Keel comes in, and he had the touchdown on the kick return, and now how about that? One-on-one coverage, just goes up and gets it. That's a 50-50 ball there, and Gene Struthers trusts his guy to get the job done, and don't look now, but they are in real close. I think they're in the red zone on the 20.
And they're right on the border to the red zone. 1st and 10, Denver starting to rack them up. I formation.
They need to slow it down, though. Slow it down. You got such a good thing going for the time.
Dylan Lewis in motion to the top of the formation. Handoff. They will slow it down a little bit. Run forward inside the tackles. It'll be a chance for O'Shaughnessy. Gets 3.
Again, you're in field goal range. You're already in field goal range, right? So slow the game down, right? Use that 2-minute warning so that Arizona can't use it. You know what I mean? Just slow the game down, play your style of football.
2nd and 7. Looking to throw this. Time, throw, end zone overthrown. Not going to happen. Looking for Dylan Lewis in the back of the end zone, but it had plenty of heat behind it. 3rd and 7.
Got a little bit aggressive there. I don't mind it. I know that you're trying to get the win. I know you're excited. You got a young team. Everybody's excited. This is an undefeated Arizona team, but you got to calm it down and try and run that clock. You already are in field goal position.
Struthers backs up, throws, and that is Mosley. 1st down and goal to the 5-yard line. Denver's knocking on the door. They can start to bleed some clock.
Just whenever you think Arizona's got him where they could have him, Mosley comes up, and he's been so clutch all day, just running a nice little slant route and finds an opening and keeps it in bounds. 2
minutes to go. 17 all, but Denver looks like they may have enough to push one through. There is Gene Struthers. Mike, he is 8 for 10, his last 10 throws. None bigger moment than this right here this season for Denver from his own 6. Move Lewis to the bottom of the formation. This smells like a run.
Yeah.
It is. Ari Mills, broken tackle. Touchdown! Denver takes the lead in the late going.
Wow. Listen, I'm all for milking the clock. I totally said that Denver needs to milk the clock, but if you've got an opportunity to go ahead and score, you cannot be mad at that. Denver Nightwings just took the lead, and how about R.E. Mills? We've called his name a couple times this game, and he's so good in those clutch moments. Couple big first downs, and now a touchdown under his belt. And that's exactly what Denver needs. Now the question is, can you come out on the field, play defense, and stop this Arizona offense with the threats at receiver position that they have?
We know how potent Arizona's offense can be as Bradshaw's going to put this up and through for the extra point. Here comes the Arizona Scorpions. They're undefeated for a reason. Great teams find a way to win, and we'll see if they can do it right here. Kick is up and gone. It is to the end zone and carried out. Kickoff return to the 23-yard line. Quick trip back to SFL HQ. Cameron Irvine on the call.
Thank you, Curtis. Canton up 17-7 on Motor City until this pick 6 by Sammy Seatbelt III. It's still tight in Ohio, 17-14. Just at the end of the third period. We'll see you back there when you're done in Denver.
Absolutely. It could be in 2 minutes. It could be in OT. We'll see. Over the middle, and that is incomplete. Nothing doing, as that is a chance for Ashley Jackson. She misses the target. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, good job there by the Denver defense. Looking for a Hank Earl twirl at the wide receiver position and just couldn't find him. This is classic 2-minute offense, though. This is what every coach goes over this on a weekly basis, Curtis. This is something that Arizona has scripted, and they know, pretty much what they want to do in this situation.
They'll have all 3 timeouts. They'll send a blitz, and it'll be caught. 3-yard quick gain, and the timeout called by the Scorpions.
Yeah, and I don't mind using the first timeout, right? You didn't get the first down play that you wanted. The second down play goes okay, but now you're in a third down situation. You want to make sure you get the right thing drawed up.
4-down territory, so even if they don't get this, it's not the end of the world yet. Quads look. Jackson looks to throw this over the middle. That one's caught. First down and more to the 42-yard line. Arizona moves the ball. They call their second of 3 timeouts, and they don't even have it to midfield yet. So now they have to really play the clock game, work the sidelines, and preserve that as long as they can.
Yeah, they're using their second timeout, but it's fair to note you don't want to run your receivers out of gas whenever you've got timeouts, Curtis.
Bunch to the right. Jackson is under center against the dime. Looking to throw this. Jackson tipped and incomplete. Clock stops, minute 33 to go.
Yeah, you hate to see that ball go up in the air like that. I mean, they teach that in Little League. Everybody yells ball. As soon as that ball goes up in the air, the entire defense is yelling ball, and everybody's looking for it. Luckily, no defenders came up with it there, so Arizona got bailed out a little bit there.
2nd and 10. Minute 33 to go. Again, against the dime look. Quarters on offense. Pass is short and dropped. 3rd down and long coming up. Jackson's going to have to pull something out of the hat here on 3rd down.
That's a rare drop by Yeo Montana. I mean, just didn't seem like Ashley Jackson and Yeo were on the same page, and unfortunate there, setting up a 3rd and 10.
2 to the right, 2 to the left in the quads look. Plenty of defensive backs. Jackson backs it up, 5-step drop, throws for the first down and more, tipped and incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th down. This could be 4th and ball game.
Wow, you got to make that catch there. If you're Arizona, you have to come down with that ball, but great job, and you can hear this stadium right now, Curtis. The defense chant, everything is going crazy right now, and this is what it comes down to here.
Denver trying to get their 3rd win on the season. Play action, roll left, in trouble, and Jackson's taken down. Denver's going to get this ball back, and guess who? It's John Martin one more time.
John Martin may be having one of the best games of his career right now. 2 sacks on the day against Ashley Jackson and the undefeated Arizona Scorpions right now. That is the biggest, perhaps the biggest play in John Martin's career, setting up this first down for Denver, and now you just got to bleed the clock. You've literally just got to bleed the clock as much as you can.
They're going to play the kneel game, see if they can get this down as much as possible. Struthers puts his knee to the turf. Update in the other game, Canton has been forced to punt, and Motor City, down to 3, has the football. So things really heating up in both of the 6:30 block games on this Sunday evening. And we got a whole nother block yet to go tonight. Denver set to kneel it one more time. And that one's done. 3rd and 13. They're not doing a very good job of bleeding this clock, though. They're going to leave some time on the clock if things are to continue to hold.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to be set to get the ball back potentially with 20 seconds left or so.
Mm-hmm. You don't want to give Arizona that much time, though. That's the only problem.
Not at all. Not at all.
53 seconds to go. This one they did a decent job of bleeding down. Bring it down as much as they can. I think they'll snap it at 3, at 2. Okay. So that is really good work. That should mean that they don't have to snap it. See if they bring this all the way down.
This one's going to come down to about 1 second, so you better hope if you're punting that.
That first and second down play was really rough.
I think that they're going to run it. They've got it. They can run it out.
They can.
Wow.
Will they? Is the question. It looks like they should, and they will. This is it.
Wow.
Denver's going to come out and knock the Arizona Scorpions from the ranks of the unbeaten. 24-17. They come out and win in front of their home fans. Coaches at the center logo, shaking hands. Denver gets their 3rd win. Arizona, their 1st loss. What a win for the Denver Night Wings.
Unbelievable job, Curtis. And look, if we're talking about this Denver team, again, the explosives on the offensive side of the ball were outstanding. Then we talk about the defense. We talk about the linebacking core. Stephon Forge made a couple big plays. John Martin was all over the field, sideline to sideline. I mean, these defenders were really in the good situation that they needed to be in to win this game. And hats off to the coaching staff of Denver for getting this team prepared to take down the 7-0 powerhouse in the Arizona Scorpions. And don't look now, SFL, but Denver's onto something. Denver's cooking.
Man, Arizona's got a heck of a game coming up next as well. They have their next game against the Florida Storm, who's lost 2 straight coming off a bye week. That is not going to be an easy one. On the other side, Denver has DC lined up for them in Week 11, so both teams have pretty formidable opponents coming up next. 24-17, this game is over. Denver has knocked Arizona from the ranks of the unbeaten. For Mike O'Neill, I'm Chris Curtis saying goodbye and good night. 1 or 2 more games on tap tonight. Carolina, Atlanta coming up. Brent Stolberg, Eddie Gage, and then Alex West, Rochelle Colson have Louisiana and Pittsburgh. That happens your way in just a little bit. For now, thank you and goodbye from Denver.